Please tell us about Alexander. Did he really come to India? There's a lot of confusion. So, Indian sources, Indian historians don't mention Alexander at all. The Greeks extol him to the high heavens. He is the greatest conqueror and greatest marauder, etc., in the entire world's history. He conquered everything. He even came to India, conquered Western India, and then he went back because his soldiers were very tired. That's what the Greek historians claim. Now, the Indian historians don't write about him at all, even though they write extensively about his successor, Seleucus Nicator. So, the Indian historians and chroniclers write extensively about the guy who came after Alexander, but they don't write about Alexander the Great, who supposedly came into Western India and had this great battle with this king called Porus. And Indian historians, Indian records don't even mention Porus at all. So what I think happened was that Alexander may have come up to Western India, but the Indian kings, it was either the Nandas or Chandragupta Maurya who was in power in Patliputra at the time. There is some amount of dispute about that. But whoever was in power in Patliputra, which was then the seat of power in India, whoever was the emperor there, did not take notice of this little Greek guy who has come there. And most likely, what happened was that Alexander fought a border chieftain named Purushottam or Porus, and most likely he lost to this guy. Most likely, Alexander lost this battle, and it eventually must have ended up causing his death when he returned to Babylon. Because if there was such a great battle on the banks of the river Jhelum, right? Now, this is in the Sapta Sindhu region, and we had this great university, Takshashila, there, right next door, practically. So, if such a monumental battle happened there, how did none of the great scholars at Takshashila record this fact, right? So, these are the hard facts that make us question the Greek accounts that Alexander conquered Western India and went back only because his soldiers were very tired after a very long campaign. And there's a Russian military strategist, Marshal Zhukov, who also spoke about this, who also wrote about this, I think. He also said that it's most likely that Alexander suffered a catastrophic defeat at the hands of a small border chieftain in India, and it eventually led to his death. So that is the most likely truth about what really happened. He most likely came and he suffered a terrible defeat, and it ended up costing his life.